Have you ever felt like a superhero inside? Like you had this really big mission? Me too. In the 70s, I grew up watching all the superhero shows like Wonder Woman and Spider Man. And I really didn't see a difference between the two of us, right? I didn't really see that, of course, I could be just like them. I was full of possibility. However, what I expressed outside, I was very shy. I was very little, shy, quiet. Um, I didn't want to rock the boat. I just did what I was supposed to do. I literally lived in a small town across the tracks from a more affluent town. And this contrast of being so little in my physical reality and so big in my inner reality started to take its toll on me. From an early age, I had really severe headaches and I would hit my head against the wall to deal with the pain. And I was very fearful and very worrisome. I would get chest pains and I thought I was having a heart attack. But the doctors assured me that I was just psychosomatic, so I guess that was okay. And I got really bad acne, which was very uncomfortable. I would be depressed and negative a lot, and I went through an eating disorder. So life informed me pretty quickly that living the contrast of a real big inner self and a very small outer self was painful. But I did have a pressure release valve. I did go to my bedroom and sing and dance. And in my bedroom, I was a performer. My superhero self got to peek its head out. You see, I was an award-winning shy person. I literally got most shy in the 8th grade yearbook. But in my bedroom, I was not. I was charismatic and I had a voice. I had that superhero, big mission voice in my bedroom. I would be out living out loud, on purpose, on fire. And after years of living this contrast, it became too much. My divine desire to sing became more important than my fear. And I started to shift some things. Anise Nin says it well when she said, when the risk of being tight, safe in a bud becomes more painful than the risk it takes to blossom. That is where my journey began at a young age. I started to experiment with singing and playing the guitar. Still went to college for a science degree, and after that, unexpectedly, became a singer-songwriter and was on stage all the time. It was extremely uncomfortable. But the desire to sing and have a voice and be that superhero self outweighed the fear because I had lived that painful contrast. So through the years, I started to find ways to let go of the fear, let go of the anxiety, find ways to show up for my audiences and to connect with them and to feel a oneness with them. And so that was an amazing journey. But what I started to notice was that I didn't want to be that way just on stage. I wanted to be that way all the time in my life. I didn't want to just show up on stage. I didn't want to just have a game face, right? I wanted to live my life this way. I wanted to have a voice. I wanted to be my superhero voice in my whole life. And so bodies of work started to come to me. Course in Miracles, yoga therapy, access consciousness, Reiki. All of those started to fuel me with practices to really find this source of a being, this source of my voice. The Tibetan monks talk about the human experience as body, mind, and voice. Spirit works through the voice. And so that was very clear to me. And through this journey, I have become passionate about helping others find their voice, find that superhero side of themselves and express it fully. Because it is too painful to suffer in the contrast of having that big inner self and that small outer self. So If you have any questions, if you have that secret side of yourself that wants a bigger voice, I encourage you to send me a message. Talk to me. Let's see what we can do about that.